Hey everyone, the biggest storm of March looks to unfold as we head into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Let's break down the details so you can stay well ahead of the storm. First, storm system. We've got a significant shortwave developing over Southern California. This system will be moving across the Four Corners region, bringing strong winds to West Texas and creating enough forcing to overcome the capping inversion. This will set up a significant hail and wind threat across northeast Texas, southeastern Oklahoma, and Arkansas. Following that, a much more powerful system will move in behind it, creating a significant dip in the jet stream. This will bring much colder air to the western U.S. and intense winds and mountain snow. It will also set up a significant severe weather threat from Friday into Saturday and Sunday, especially across the eastern seaboard. Hazard map and wind threat. Here is the latest hazard map. Strong winds will be a major factor throughout the week. High winds will already be increasing across much of California and into the Four Corners region. Red flag warnings are in place due to an increased fire risk across New Mexico and large parts of West Texas because of dry vegetation. Developing surface low and second system. By around 4 p.m. this afternoon, a surface low will be draped across Oklahoma and North Texas. At the same time, the second system will be coming ashore in the western U.S., bringing heavier beneficial rain to California, Oregon, and Washington, along with some mountain snow. This second system will bring enough forcing to overcome the cap inversion over Oklahoma and northeast Texas, leading to the development of isolated showers and thunderstorms. These storms are likely to turn severe, with large hail and damaging winds as they take advantage of the dry line setup. Dry line setup and severe thunderstorm threat. By about 4 p.m. this afternoon, extremely dry air will be present behind the dry line, with humidity levels in the teens. Ahead of the dry line, the increased moisture will provide enough instability to produce isolated supercell. Any storms that break the cap could quickly become severe, especially after 4:50 p.m., racing east, northeast, into southeastern Oklahoma, Arkansas, and portions of Louisiana during the evening. Fire threat today also brings a serious fire threat. Extremely low dew points and low humidity, combined with dry vegetation and ongoing drought across West Texas, will create critical to extreme fire risk. San Antonio, San Angelo, and the Lubbock region are particularly vulnerable to dangerous fire conditions. Severe weather potential. On the warm side of the system, where the cap could break, there's a hatched risk area. This implies that any storm that forms east of Dallas after 4 p.m. would likely turn severe and race east-northeast at around 50 mph. Ping-pong ball-sized hail is possible east of Dallas, across northeastern Texas, southeastern Oklahoma, and Arkansas. Shreveport could see severe storms by the overnight hours, with the threat transitioning to damaging winds near midnight. High-resolution model guidance. Latest high-resolution model guidance shows isolated supercells forming east of Dallas during the late afternoon, around 4 to 6 p.m. These could be significant hail producers as they race east-northeast into southeastern Oklahoma and Arkansas. The second system will bring rain and snow to the mountain regions. By midnight, storms will likely evolve into a squall line, producing damaging winds up to 70 mph. The leading edge of this line could affect Shreveport, Monroe, Pine Bluff, and Hot Springs around midnight. The line will continue pushing east into the early morning hours. Looking ahead, all eyes will be on the next stage of this system, heading into Friday. A more significant trough will begin dipping into the region, setting the stage for more severe weather. Overview. A significant storm system will swing across the middle part of the country, bringing a major shift in weather patterns. It will tap into warmer than pomade temperatures in the central U.S., while much colder air settles in on the backside. Even though it's still March, strong cold fronts like this are typical setups for severe weather, especially when cold air out west clashes with a warm, humid air mass out east. That combination is prime fuel for severe storms. particularly with a negatively tilted trough and an extreme jet streak racing across the region. Powerful surface, low and extreme jet streak. A surface low which has remained consistent over the past 5 to 7 days is forecast to drop to 975 pulsed pressure level comparable to a Category 2 hurricane. This will bring extremely strong winds across the central and southern plains, especially in western Oklahoma and West Texas, creating a critical fire risk. Blizzard-like conditions are likely in the Dakotas and parts of Minnesota. To the east of the surface low, the warm sector will see all three modes of severe weather: damaging winds, large hail, and tornadoes. The jet streak driving this system is unusually powerful, which will increase the potential for significant tornadoes. Severe weather threat zones. The setup involves a negatively tilted trough driving instability, high dew points in the 60s and even 50s stretching into Illinois and Iowa. 55 DGF is typically the threshold for severe storms. The Storm Prediction Center highlights an extensive area at risk for severe weather, including parts of Illinois, Iowa, and Wisconsin. The highest risk area will be just east of the negatively tilted trough, where severe storms could include damaging winds over 65 mf, large hail, strong tornadoes, EF2 or stronger. Severe weather timeline. Severe storms will likely develop after 4 p.m. on Friday and continue well into the overnight hours. Before that, an extensive fire threat will unfold in western Oklahoma and West Texas, where rain is desperately needed but unlikely. Supercell threat in the warm sector. The warm sector, fueled by the negatively tilted trough, will support supercell development across Louisiana, Arkansas, Missouri, Mississippi, western Tennessee, western Kentucky, Illinois, Iowa. On the colder side of the storm, snow and high winds will create hazardous travel conditions across the Dakotas and Minnesota. Fire risk. West Texas and the Oklahoma Panhandle could experience wind gusts of 70 to 80 pm's on Friday. This will create an extreme fire risk due to dry vegetation and high winds. Conditions will only intensify heading into Saturday as the storm system shifts east. Widespread severe weather threat on Saturday. As the system pushes east, the severe weather threat will expand into the southeast and mid-Atlantic. Key areas at risk include Lake Charles, Louisiana, Jackson, Mississippi, New Orleans, Mobile, Alabama, Tallahassee, Florida, Montgomery, Alabama, Birmingham, Alabama, Atlanta, Georgia, Huntsville, Alabama, Knoxville, Tennessee, Roanoke, Virginia, West Virginia. Blizzard-like conditions will persist on the backside of the storm in Minnesota and the Dakotas. Meanwhile, the warm side will face the threat of significant tornadoes and damaging winds. Flooding risk. Flash flooding is a growing concern, especially across Tennessee and Kentucky, which have already received heavy rainfall in recent weeks. Additional rainfall could lead to rapid flooding in Kentucky, Tennessee, Ohio. Sunday's severe threat expands east by Sunday. The severe weather threat will extend into the eastern seaboard. Florida, including areas near Orlando, Savannah, Georgia, Charleston, South Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina, Wilmington, North Carolina, Virginia Beach, Baltimore, Washington, D.C., Philadelphia. Severe storms could even reach parts of the Northeast. Heavy rain and flash flooding will be additional concerns as the storm system continues moving eastward. Snow and mountain impacts. The storm's western side will deliver heavy snow across the Intermountain West, including Flagstaff, Arizona, Santa Fe, New Mexico, Colorado, especially in the mountain regions. Blizzard-like conditions are expected across the Dakotas and Minnesota, with heavy snow and blowing winds reducing visibility. Fire threat overview. Forget about today's fire threat. While there is an elevated risk, indicated in orange, and a critical risk in red, the worst day will be tomorrow. The fire threat will increase dramatically, moving from critical to extreme levels. This will affect Texas, Oklahoma, and parts of Kansas. Here are the key cities and states at risk for fire danger as we head into Friday. Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas. Why this matters. Strong winds will drive this fire threat, making it extremely dangerous. The dry vegetation, low humidity, and high wind speeds will create prime conditions for fast-spreading fires. This situation is serious. Please take it seriously and stay alert. Take these warnings seriously. This storm will not weaken. If anything, it is likely to strengthen. Pay close attention to local alerts and warnings, especially for the high-risk areas in the south. We'll have a new update this afternoon. Be sure to click the notification bell so you don't miss it. Take care, everyone. I'll be back tomorrow with a new update. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment. See ya.